We have just arrived at the Kamakura train station and we are on our way to meet our guide. We signed up with Tokyo Free Guide and we are meeting with Chiyoko-san, who is from Kamakura. And we've never visited Kamakura before, so I'm really excited to see what we're going to get up to today. Kamakura is a town filled with temples, trails, and one of Japan's most famous Buddhas, and beaches. I had emailed back and forth with Chiyoko-san and we had made a plan to see a bunch of shrines and temples for the day. She first took us to Hokokuji, which is a Zen Buddhist temple famous for its small bamboo forest in the back. She pointed out samurai grave markers that have been collected and placed around the temple, both in a cave and around a small pagoda. I've seen these before at other temples, but I didn't realize that they were samurai grave markers. You'll know if you see one because of the 5-tiered stone gorinto, where each of the 5 shapes represents one of the 5 universal elements of Buddhism: earth, water, fire, air, and space. This is all gravestones of samurai?
Collected, samurai people dead in water.
Oh, so the sky, the wind is the hat. And
the water and the soil or ground.
Okay, I see.
The 5 elements is also expressed into the 5-story pagoda. Rope is made of rice straw. Rope and thunder lightning. Rope is the shape of the cloud in the sky.
Okay.
Thunder and the cloud will bring us lots of rain at once. Rain will for good harvest.
We next took the bus to Hokai-ji, which is a Buddhist temple founded in 1335.
Inside is a holy place, so no picture.
Oh, okay. It's built on the former residence of the Hōjō clan and serves as a memorial for the Hōjō family and their spirits. The Hōjō family was a powerful samurai clan during the Kamakura era. They effectively ruled Japan by controlling the government and military power behind the figurehead shoguns. Even though technically the shogun held the highest title, the Hōjō family was in charge. They fostered Zen Buddhism and managed a very strict military government at the time. Because it was a few days after New Year, we were told to ring the bell, a Buddhist belief to help people welcome the new year with a pure and refreshed heart and mind. Due to internal conflicts and challenges from rivals, the family was overthrown in 1333. Nearby, there's a samurai suicide cave known as the Harakiri. Facing an attack and imminent defeat, the last Hōjō regent and its family and followers, which were about 870 people, went to commit suicide, Harakiri, at the samurai cave, following the samurai code of honor, choosing death over surrender. And that marked the end of the Hōjō clan and the Kamakura era. You're asked to not go into the cave itself out of respect and for safety concerns, but you can see the cave from the outside. And then afterwards, we walked a bit and then decided it would be a good time for lunch. Chiyoko suggested that we go to a tempura restaurant. The tempura themselves were perfectly crispy. The large shrine at the end of the street across from the tempura restaurant was very busy with a lot of New Year's activities still ongoing. There were food vendors and people lining up for lucky papers for the new year.
This is one of the popular Shinto shrine called Hachimangū Shrine. Hachimangū is, in the beginning, protected samurai leaders. The first shogun established this Hachimangū Shrine to pray for the victory always win the game. But now people come to pray for any kind of success.
So when people get married, they can get married inside?
Yeah, inside.
Chiyoko-san suggested that we skip going inside just because it was so busy. So we walked back down the main street in Kamakura towards Kamakura Station. The main Kanagawa prefecture has a raised center walkway in the middle of the street with torii gates on the end, and I was told that in the spring, all of the trees are cherry blossoms and it lines the view towards the shrine. It was honestly so nice having somebody who knew all of the directions and was able to answer so many questions. It was so informative. I really enjoyed it. We caught the bus to see the Great Buddha. The Great Buddha of Kamakura was originally housed inside a large temple hall, but the building was destroyed by earthquakes and a major tsunami, leaving the Buddha exposed to elements. At one time, the bronze statue was gilded in gold, and Chiyoko-san pointed out the traces of gold near the statue's ears.
Many Buddha statues were painted gold in the past.
There's also giant sandals made of straw nearby, originally woven by children in 1951 in the hope that the Buddha would use them To rise and walk the length and breadth of Japan, they're renewed every 3 years by children.
Usually, Buddha statues are sitting or standing on a lotus flower, but when it was constructed, the government or the owner was very limited money or limited material. Later, in the mid-century, in 18th century maybe, rich merchants in Edo, Tokyo, has donated.
I bet it's so beautiful in Kamakura during cherry blossom season because she also showed us some cherry blossoms at the Great Buddha site. It's probably so pretty but so packed. Afterwards, we walked in the neighborhood towards the other shrines and in the direction of the train station. She said there just weren't any buses and we just walked along and chatted a little bit. We chatted about housing and I learned that in Japan, people prefer to live in and own brand new houses because there isn't a lot of availability for renovations and maintenance, that people don't really maintain their homes. And then we kind of laughed at the idea that there are people who live in secondhand homes. Both of us laughing because we have definitely lived in many secondhand homes. I also asked her about her volunteer guiding. Chiyoko-san has been a volunteer guide in Kamakura and in Tokyo for 10 years, and it sounds like she really enjoys it. She told us she was going on a tour the next day, and to be honest with you, I was already tired at that point of the day, so I was so impressed that she was going to go on to do another full day tour for another group the following day. If you are thinking about visiting Kamakura, you should, and if you do want to get a guide, this is the flyer she told me to share with my friends to apply for a volunteer guide. You might not be matched with her specifically, but I do think that there's many guides in that area. I do think that it's something that the volunteer guides enjoy, and it is a free service, but your responsibility is to pay for lunch or any other things that you might be doing in the day. We walked to Sasuke Inari Shrine first. It's a small Shinto shrine with torii gates, but unlike Fushimi Inari, you'll have tons of time and space to take a picture since it's not crowded. The shrine was built by Japan's first shogun in 1195 to thank the deity Inari for appearing in his dream as a fox and guiding him to victory. There are small fox statues, a fox mother and a small fox sold in pairs that are displayed all over the shrine. People buy them and then leave them as offerings. From there, Chiyoko showed us a back entry path to the Zenirai Benten Shrine. She said that the main shrine entry had a big hill, but the back path had some stairs and it really wasn't that bad at all. This shrine was also inspired by a dream. Minato no Yorimoto, the first shogun, had a dream that instructed him to find a sacred spring for national peace, leading to the tradition of washing money in the spring to multiply wealth. This practice was reinforced by the Hōjō family, and there are baskets so you can wash your money to increase your financial futures.
And here it's mixed up with snake body. Snake means a kind of dragon or big snake similar to the dragon. Also, snake means agricultural richness. So the raw egg, if it is put on the table, the wild birds will pick up.
So they need to put it somewhere safe. Oh yeah, it's one egg. This is for the snake. And then we walked down the hill that most people walk up to walk towards the station. I don't know if you can tell, but I loved our day in Kamakura. I felt like I learned a lot about Japan, the samurai history, and there was a lot in Kamakura to see and do. It's an incredible day that was really calm and nice as a day trip from Tokyo. It's also just great to have a guide because it was really nice to have somebody who knew all of the directions and was able to answer our questions. And I learned a lot from her about Zen Buddhism, Shintoism, and the different temples and shrines that are in Kamakura. If you are thinking about going to Kamakura and you want to get a guide, I will link the information from Chiyoko-san below.